Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2020 general readings. We're looking at the first half of September from September 1st through the 15th. This reading is for the air sign of Gemini, our beloved twins. So welcome everyone. I hope as always that you're safe and well and healthy and sane. And that you continue to be that way, and always a note of appreciation for all that you do in support of this channel, your likes, shares, subscribing, donations, support, feedback, comments, all of that. It's all welcome and all appreciated. Thank you. So this reading is for Gemini for the first 2 weeks of September. So that's Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Rising, if your Venus is in Gemini, or if you're cross-watching for a Gemini as well. It's all relevant, but of course, being general readings, it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone in the specifics and the intensity. So watch all of your signs if you know them. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, because it can create a more comprehensive picture and give you different perspective on what's going on in your life, which can help you navigate through it. So watch them all if you can. If this reading resonates with you, or if any of them do enough that you would like to reach out for a personal reading, if you click on the description link below, that little arrow, you'll see some contact details there. You can email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I can usually respond within the same day or the first 24 hours. And for booking and scheduling a personal reading, I do readings full-time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent at working with your schedule in mind to get those readings set up as quickly as possible. So email me if you're interested. I'd be delighted to work with you. Okay, Gemini, let's see what the first half of September has in store for you. All right, Gemini, we have the Eight of Cups, followed by Judgment, the World, followed by the Three of Cups. From the bottom of the deck, overall energy for the first half of September is the Seven of Swords. And for those of you who need to know or want to know, I'm using Legacy of the Divine Tarot, and if we need to clarify, which we will, I'll be using the Gilded Tarot Royale. Well, it definitely looks like there has been something that has happened that has given you the opportunity, or you've made a decision to leave something behind because it wasn't working for you. You are putting a final cap on it and preparing for the next stage of your journey or the next chapter and celebrating that. However, it looks like you may not be very forthcoming about this. I mean, you may be keeping this to yourself or keeping it mostly to yourself because, I mean, that's the energy that's kind of focused, what you're focused around for the first 2 weeks. But the overall energy, or even you could call it the underlying energy, is the Seven of Swords, which I often refer to as my sneaky thief card. But it can be positive or challenging. The Seven of Swords can represent theft, deception, exploitation, being taken from or take advantage of. It can represent concealing things, deceit, ulterior motives. But even so, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We all operate off the grid sometimes. Inherently, what the Seven of Swords represents is being strategic. It represents that, you know, whoever the person is, and it's in your energy actually right now, Gemini, there's something that you want to accomplish, something that you want to acquire, or some kind of goal. There's something that you have in mind. And all of your thoughts and ideas and plans and decisions and actions around that, you're hiding, or you're concealing it, or you're just playing your cards very close to your chest. You're being strategic in order to accomplish whatever your end goal is. Let's clarify that. What is the Seven of Swords about? What's being concealed? I mean, it looks like you're moving on into something else. I mean, it could be like leaving a job, but you're not telling anybody until you absolutely have to, until the last minute. It could be, you know, a relationship, partnership of some kind. I mean, it doesn't particularly feel like romantic love, but I mean, it could be for some of you. But you're definitely keeping this to yourself, or keeping your plans to yourself. It could be that you're planning on exiting a situation, a relationship, and you might be talking about it with the thing that you're in the situation or relationship with, but you're not telling anybody else, at least not right now. There's this sense of not revealing your plans. Plans about leaving, plans about a new beginning. The Ace of Wands, yeah, that's what this secrecy is about. A new beginning, an exciting new beginning, a passionate, enthusiastic, exuberant, some new beginning or opportunity that you feel very, very excited about. There's a lot of fire energy in that. Again, and it could be leaving one job for another job, one company for another company, a partnership for something else, a relationship for someone else, or it's about having a fresh new beginning. But again, there's a sense of not talking about it, not revealing at all. The Eight of Cups and Judgment. So somebody's leaving here, because leaving, turning their back on what these cups represent. Cups are governed by the element of water, and they usually relate to our emotional landscape. It doesn't mean that it's love that you're leaving. Perhaps you are, or for other love, or just to be single. You could be leaving anything. But what turning your back on these cups represent is that even though you may have tasted and drunk from some of these cups, or, they've ultimately turned out to be not what you wanted, disappointing or unfulfilling, or it's run its course. And it looks like there's been some major opportunity to do that, or there is some major opportunity to do that coming in the first half of September, probably the first week, although timing is always a bit fluid, especially in a general reading. Judgment. Judgment is the opportunity to speak for yourself, to make a final decision one way or the other. And it's usually final. Judgment is an air of finality, meaning in this space where you can you can say this, you can say that, you can choose this path, you can choose the other path. The results are probably going to be permanent, or at least for a long time. You're not going to be able to reverse it. So choose carefully. This is your opportunity. That's Judgment. Judgment is sometimes called the second chance card, maybe a second chance at doing something. Even if a second chance is provided here, you're not having any of it. But the opportunity, it looks like something has happened to create this energetic space where you can make a pretty significant decision one way or the other, and you're choosing to leave, to turn your back on whatever this is in order to have some kind of new beginning. But again, it looks like you're not you're not sharing much of that, if at all. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. What's the Eight of Cups about? What are you leaving, turning your back on, walking away, or making plans to do so? The Three of Pentacles. Oh, and right behind that, the World. So we have the World twice. So this is definitely a ending, period, end of story. It's an ending, an achievement, a cycle is completed, and you're preparing for the next phase. It could be an achievement level. Maybe whatever this situation or relationship or whatever it is that you're leaving, you've done everything that you can. There isn't any more to be gained, and so you're moving on to the next phase. We have the World twice from two different decks here. So it's a definite, it's definitely over. You're definitely moving on. What are you turning your back on? The Three of Pentacles. Interesting. So a partnership, a collaboration, a group, a small community, a job. Because it's either run its course or it's just not working for you. Let's take a look at Judgment. What's Judgment about? What is this significant moment or opportunity or event which has prompted leaving or walking away or making the decision to do so? Tell me more about Judgment. The Three of Swords. Heartbroken, heartache. That's two threes. Maybe there was a third party situation here, whether it was in a relationship or a job or a partnership or some kind. There was some heartache, heartbreak, disappointment because of the tower. Some major event coming in which caused a lot of emotional pain. The Five of Pentacles left you feeling out in the cold. And the Eight of Cups again, so we have the Eight of Cups twice from two different decks, and so you're definitely leaving, walking away. I mean, we have the Eight of Cups twice and the World twice. I mean, this is a situation which, I mean, it looks like a situation, a relationship, a partnership, a collaboration of some kind, something where you thought it was going to be one thing, it turned out to be something different, or it simply run its course. But it looks like something happened and you were felt betrayed or thrown under the bus or shunted aside or something else put in front of you. I mean, there's some kind of emotional pain and heartache there with that Tower card. It made you feel on the outside, shut out, not good enough, rejected. You know, and this can occur within a romantic relationship, a friendship, a work situation, a group, collaboration of some kind. And you are you are done. You are so done. They need to find a new word for done. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. And it ends on quite a positive note. I mean, even though there's been, you know, I mean, it's usually difficult, challenging, and painful stuff that precedes change, right? And it's no different here. But it ends on quite a bright note because at or by, you know, mid-September or so, we have the World. You know, here's that World card. Final endings, achievement, nothing else meant to be done. I am moving on to the next phase. And the Three of Cups, which is celebratory energy, sometimes nicknamed the party card. It is about getting out, you know, but particularly with people that you really like, you really connect with, friends, your tribe, your community, drinking, dancing, getting out and having a good time. It's a highly social energy, you know, so there's going to be celebrations there. There may be an indication it might be safer to do that. You know, I mean, we've been through so much with social restrictions and the virus and everything. You know, being able to manifest this energy safely is a bit of a challenge, but you know, it ends on a very bright note. You're actually celebrating the ending and celebrating moving on. I think whatever this Tower card represents, it really hurt. It looked like it really hurt. It was really unexpected. It really hurt. It really broke things down, and it left you in a situation where you have been, or are in the process of making this move out of it into something better, anything better, a new beginning. And, you know, after a relatively short period of time, it looks like you're actually celebrating that. So, I mean, it ends quite nicely. Let's just take a look at, I'm just curious, let's take a look at what comes next. Just one card for what comes next. Well, obviously a new beginning. We can see that you're leaving here for a new beginning, and that's what happens after endings. We have a new beginning, right? But let's just pull one card to see what's next. I mean, the World is the last major arcana card in the tarot. One full cycle of the tarot of life, a specific chapter or set of chapters, has been completed. The World is the last major arcana card. The first one is the Fool. He has the 0 on his card. He's just starting off on the journey. So what comes next? Oh, you can't make this stuff up. The Fool comes next, the first major arcana card in the tarot. So you're starting off on a whole brand new journey. The horizon is stretching out in front of you. You're getting ready to start. You're so excited. Not even particularly focused on the destination, even though you may have a destination in mind. This is about the journey, stepping off the beaten path, taking a risk, doing something you've never done before. You know, that makes perfect sense. We end with the World, which is the last major arcana card in the tarot. Completion, achievement, moving on to the next journey. And what comes after that? Well, quite naturally, the World. I love this. It's awesome. Beautiful reading, Gemini. I mean, other than the Tower card, and you know, but that's what often prompts us to make changes, however difficult they are in that moment. This is a really great one for you. So that's it, Gemini. I think that pretty much sums up your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. that it gave you some guidance or food for thought perspective. Again, if you're interested in reaching out for a personal reading, to book a personal reading, just click on the description link below for contact details. Email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to hear from you and to work with you. I'll see you all in a couple of weeks for the September mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe and well. I wish you much blessings, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.